The only thing that ever went through my mind was just to end it. Just to be done with all the emotional pain, all the insecurities, all the self-hatred. Just to be over it and done and actually be able to breathe again.
Katie isn't the only person you'll meet along this journey. You'll also meet Brianna, Nicole, and Laura, and you'll hear them talk about their struggles with mental illness. 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness in a given year. 16 million people suffer from severe depression, and 42 million live with an anxiety disorder. Every year, 1 million people report making a suicide attempt. So I asked these individuals if they've ever tried to or thought about attempting suicide, and I asked them to please talk about it.
I've never tried. I have thought about it. It's kind of just like this passing thought, like it'll just kind of fly through my mind, like, well, what if you weren't here? You know, would things be better, or would it be worse, or what exactly are you doing here? Like, I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I can't really catch my breath, so it's hard.
Tempted, but suicidal thoughts is something that I deal with on a daily basis. For me, suicide is not an option. It would destroy my children, especially Brianna. I'm all she has. Unfortunately, she suffers from the same, and I feel like if I were to do that, then it would be the last final push for her.
My weakest time was in 7th grade. I actually ended up in the hospital for 3 days because I was getting, again, same thing, was just getting picked on. And there were these 2 girls that were just really, really every day, just from the moment I stepped in first bell to the second I got done with 7th, just riding me all day. And there was one day I just couldn't take it anymore, and I started to feel suicidal, and you know, I would play Adam's song by Blink-182 on a loop. Except the end is about deciding I'm not suicidal anymore, I'm gonna go on, and I would skip that part. I would just go back because I was just like, you know, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm tired of dealing with this. And I told my parents, I was like, I want to kill myself.
Sometimes dealing with mental illness by yourself can be very hard. I asked these individuals if they had any coping methods and what they were.
Listen to music pretty much every day, like when I'm waking up and I don't feel the best, just try and listen to something happy or whatever the case may be. My favorite song at the time.
Into college years, I would often cut myself. Actually, well, I'm wearing a sweater now, but I actually do have slight, very, very faint scars. I never did it. I did a couple across the wrist a few times, but most of the time, like, I didn't want people to see it. So I would do my upper arms or my stomach, an area people wouldn't see.
I was a self-harmer. I've moved forward from that, but it's still something that I've gone back to. So, I'm a self-medicator. Like I said, when I was young, I had bulimia. Obviously, food is still an issue for me. I'm 13 years sober. I started drinking when I was 17. I drank a lot. I was a shitty mom. to Brianna for a long time. Because I was always drunk. I would drink and drive. Drank every day. Couldn't wait to get off work so I could go home and drink. Luckily, she doesn't really remember it that way because I wasn't like a falling down drunk.
I asked these individuals if they had any advice for past them, present them, or future them. And here's what they said.
To my younger self, I would say to keep going, definitely keep going. Push yourself, don't let yourself, get down. Just always fight for what you want to do, whether it be drawing or makeup or whatever the case may be. Another thing I would say to my younger self is to not listen to what everyone else around you is saying. There's going to be a lot of negative things people are going to say about you, including your family. And to just have more faith in yourself, probably.
You're not alone. Don't isolate yourself. Reach out. Don't turn to the negative things. It would be to actually talk to somebody. Don't close yourself away.
I think my biggest advice would probably be to keep going. That, this pain you feel right now, yes, you have depression. You're gonna feel pain throughout your whole life. It's inevitable. But it's gonna come from different things. One day all these kids bullying you is not going to be a problem. You may have something else you're depressed about, but this current environmental factor is going to pass.
Present me, get your shit together. Just breathe, please breathe. And give yourself time. Don't think that it's selfish to do something for yourself. I think a lot of the time I try and do so much for my family that I don't really give myself time, and then I hate myself for giving myself time. So focus on you. It's okay.
One day it's not going to be this way. One day I'll be happy and I'll be okay. And I'm going to get through it. But it's just going to take time.
Don't be ashamed of medicine or of your mental illness. And, just keep going.
Live, please live, future you. Just live, have so much fun, and just travel and eat all the crazy foods you want to eat, and just do whatever. Just live a good life, please, and just a bubbly, warm life. That's all I want for future me.
Wow. You actually survived. And I'm hoping that the future me actually has something to live for, and somebody or children or pets that love me the way that I love everybody else.
I asked these individuals if they had any advice for people who suffer from the same mental illness or any mental illness at all.
Just breathe. I tell myself that a lot.
To just give yourself time, of course, that's really important. Whatever you're feeling, you're entitled to feel it. There's nothing wrong with what you're feeling. But to also have faith in yourself, because it's going to be hard. Not everyone around you is going to be able to motivate you and give you, the support that you need. But to try and see something good in every day, and to also just try to just be you the best way you can, I guess. And also to my fellow African American women out there. I know we get a lot of oh, you don't have anxiety, you're just this, you're just that. It's really hard for us because we're just seen as lazy or whatever the case may be, but it's hard and we don't get as much help as we should. So to anyone out there, you know, that's going through this, just really seek help and just don't feel bad that you're going through this. It's okay because there's other people out there that are going through it too.
There's more options than just the bad ones. There's a better way to deal with these feelings, with these emotions, than drugs or self-harm or alcohol. It may not be a quick fix. It's never going to be a quick fix. But the effort that you take is only going to make you stronger. And reach out to people that you know are dealing with the same thing, because what they're going through might help you personally.
Yeah, I think basically I would say, look, you know, embrace the things you love, spend time with them. You know, don't be ashamed of medicine or of your mental illness, and you know, just keep going.